Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today we're talking about Zomedica going through institutional interest, latest news, why it's dropping, and everything in between. So let's jump right into this one. So Truforma. So we're looking into this one here, Zomedica. I've made a previous video on this one in the description below from last time. But here's some of the things that are happening since last time. Initially, we did have the closing of around $173.5 million of raising what they called a bought deal, but it was more of a 30-day option to purchase 13.7 million shares in addition to public offering of closer to $91 million, or 91 million shares, my bad. And the price point there was around 1.90. That was all the way back in February 11th. And then we did go ahead with a bit of a summary into the year end of 2020 results. They recorded a net loss and a comprehensive loss for the year ended in December 31st, 2020 of approximately $16.9 million, or around 5 cents per share, compared to a loss of approximately $19.8 million, or 19 cents per share last year. So a tad of an improvement there. And another thing is Zomedica, which is in development stages, recorded no revenue in 2020. The 2020 net loss resulted from research and development expenses of approximately $8 million. And in addition to that, general administrative expenses of approximately $6 million and professional fees of approximately $2.2 million. And that gives you a little bit of perspective onto where things are broken down at least. And in terms of the extra shares, instead of putting in some of their shares into more offering, they ended up going back a little and retiring some of the preferred shares. So that's nothing more of, I would say, shocking, etc. Happens all the time, normal stuff going on. And there's one thing. Zomedica announces the first commercial sale of its Truforma platform. And they mentioned here that they officially entered into commercialization. This is a momentous day for Zomedica, our shareholders, the veterinarians that we serve, and the companion animals and their care. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the many people of Zomedica who dedicated the past 2 years in their lives dedicating or achieving this critical milestone, commented the CEO. It is credit to both our employees, the stellar team, yada yada yada. And this is the first official purchase of Truforma system was Jason Berg, NDVM, DASVM, founder and president of Garden Veterinary Specialist, a 29,000 square foot advanced emergency critical care and specialty hospital in Brewster, New York. A highly respected board certified veterinary internist and neurologist, Dr. Berg, dedicated. The list goes on there. But here's something that is more perhaps shocking a lot of people. So it just came into commercialization. There's a lot of patents, by the way, for Truforma, and it's an amazing product from what I've seen here from their perspectives. And I can go through this exactly in depth, but we've done that before. But just quickly, a quick review before I go on to making my point. Truforma, it verified assays to assist diagnosis and treatments to complex thyroid and adrenal conditions. It's through a new diagnostic option, including the first feline optimized TSH assay and on-site canine EACTH assay that eliminates the risk of sample transport error, and expandable platform with a new assay for developing across a spectrum of diagnostic needs. And there's 3 phases there: feasibility, verification, and validation, and it meets rigorous standards for accuracy, reliability, and performance. And we go back towards here, is that this is on March 16th, and since then, they've officially entered commercialization. And a lot of people, and this is why I believe one of the bigger reasons why it's continuing to drop, is that people thought with all the teams, all the noise they made about the commercialization of this product, we're not getting much information from there. They might actually be doing record sales, but they're not mentioning much of it. And a lot of people are being a little bit nervous. They're saying, well, maybe they're not actually making any sales or not, or anything much, nothing worth sharing about. And that will only be clear in the next quarter from our perspective. Now, institutional buyers, and before we move in, if you'd like to see more contents like this, make sure to subscribe and leave notifications on down below. And if you'd like to join our Discord server, it's totally free. It's in the description below. Now, institutional buyers, what we see here is that there is continuous interest in institutional buyers in the last couple of weeks, including Value Financial, Foundation Investments, Schwab Total Stock Market Index Fund. And what we see is that there has been quite an interest in 2021, a little bit of mixed one, but not a lot is going on in there. Now, in terms of insiders, etc., we don't see any much information there going on, so we can move on towards technical analysis. Now, on to technical analysis, and please keep in mind that the market has been slipping a little, mainly focusing on to cryptocurrencies and some other NFTs, etc. But just keep in mind that the market has been slipping, and so we might see a little bit of bearish stuff going on. Now, on the one-day perspective, we're seeing that the 10 SMA is above the 30 EMA, and that's a bullish thing. 160 above 133. Amazing. Now, the current MACD here is that it's attempting a positive reversal, and if it does clinch between the 160 and 133, we might see a positive reversals over there. Momentum seems to be null. It seems to be a negative trend going on, but it's highly oversold at 97.33 on the Williams percent R. Now, current stochastic fast and stochastic slow aren't helping us much, and we need to look into the Fibonacci retracement supports and resistances and the traditional supports and resistances. So we're going all the way back, and we're seeing a significant support level sitting at the 75 cents. The next one is at 8 cents. Current resistances are 116, 149, 183, 230, and 291. That 116 was a very, very important one. Now, we need to identify these support levels. Current support level, a very strong one, happens to be at 99 cents. Below there, you're looking at 90 cents. Below there, it's looking at 84, and I think that's a very, very critical point because the one afterwards is 62, and then 49, and then 39. Now, current resistances. You're looking at a current resistance at the 117 level to 120 level, so that range. And then right above there, you're looking at 142, and then 150, and then above there, you're looking at a very, very strong one at 180 sharp, and then 191, and then going upwards to 201, and then to 225. The list goes on to 234. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think about this one? It's definitely quite an interesting one. There's been a lot of speculations going about this one. I think we need to see accumulation currently when we are in a very, very strong downtrend. So if we were to go through this trend line, it's just continuously going downwards, and I think it might actually continue going downwards until it hits that 80 cents support level, somewhere around this level here, and accumulates back. And within then we can revisit it, but I think it might still continue to go a little bit sideways. It's a little bit of a dangerous play because they have no revenue. This is the first year ever they're going to give revenue, and it's going to be break it or make it. So there's a lot of speculations to be made here. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. Have a wonderful day. Now, if you made it this far into the video, I do recommend that you go ahead and join our Discord server. There's a lot of amazing folks in here. We do a lot of discussions here into the trading floor throughout the day. A lot of people are in there, and we do ask questions. You can ask me any question you would like on there. We do post research and DDs, and we hold weekly chat sessions. And we also do have a lounge in there. So make sure to actually join that and join the fun there. Have a wonderful day and a good one.